Kyrie, Luka. We got to talk about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and how that Boston Celtics put the pimp hand down all over the Pacers. We'll talk about Rick Carlisle failing his team. We got a lot of NBA we got to break down. But the special guest today at 12 o'clock today, oh yeah, we have two-time Super Bowl champ, David Diehl, left tackle for the New York Football Giants. He'll be joining us today. He's going to be in studio. He's up in the hizzy. Why is he? Whoa. David Diehl, what's he doing in Memphis? Oh, yeah. He's over there working at the University of Memphis as well. So not only did he protect Eli Manning's backside and win 2 Super Bowls and was in those games and was awesome and, all pro, he also is now working for the University of Memphis. And this is a football team that right now has a great opportunity to do some amazing things. So my people down in Oxford who listen, because we're the home of course, the Ole Miss Rebels, I know y'all will be excited to listen to the guy who protected Eli Manning's backside. And all you Memphis fans, I'm sure you're going to want to listen to because it's important. He's helping over at the offensive line over there and the coaching staff and sports staff, and he is part of the Memphis football team. He's over there with Silverfield and them boys, and this could be a special, special year. Not only that, but I got to talk to him about what it was like when he played college football. And the reason
Certainly
I want to ask
a different world.
And the main reason is because how much has things changed? Like, I hope you saw yesterday, did you pay any attention to some of the news about the NCAA and the antitrust lawsuit that they have going on, House versus the NCAA? So athletes now, they're going to, by the way, I don't know if you realize this, they're going, if a judge agrees to this, which is more than likely to happen, it looks like the NCAA has decided to settle with their 3 antitrust lawsuits that are going on, 3 pending federal antitrust lawsuits, and they're going to pay the current and past players back all the way up to dating back to 2016, okay? Up to little over 2.7 billion with a B, brother. $1 billion over the next 10 years. There's also a revenue sharing plan that allows schools to share up to $20 million each. That is now employer-employee. So you can pay them in-house. So this is huge. Like, I don't even know what we think about things and changing the landscape. I mean, the Pac-12 dissolved in front of our eyes. It's gone. They still on the hook, by the way. We now see, the SEC's bringing Oklahoma and Texas, and you see what the Big Ten is at, and you see now, the Big 12 and the ACC. And you see how the ACC's got internal fighting, and then also the ACC, like this conference right now, is to raise more revenues, putting their money in up there with them boys up in New York in the stock exchange, and there's just all kinds of different, like, there's so many moving parts right now that it's wild. And I want to ask David Diehl what it was like because, again, this is a man who played professional football, also played college football. He played with old Kurt Kittner. Do you know that? Do you remember Kurt Kittner?
How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kurt Kitt.
Oh, my gosh. That was a while ago. And we're going to bring him on because we're going to talk about what it was like when he went to school. Now that he's out of the NFL and he's now coaching at the University of Memphis, what is it like in today? Like, what's the landscape like right now? From when he was – and by the way, when he was at Illinois with Kurt Kittner, remember, they won the Big Ten championship. Like, what was it like winning a championship in, I think, 2001 to now coaching in 2024? How much has changed? Where does he see football going? We also, I can't wait to ask David Diehl a bunch of questions about, like, just NFL, like the games those crazy Super Bowls that they were in, beating Tom Brady. I want to know what he thinks. Aaron Rodgers has got a lot of news going on constantly because he's Aaron Rodgers. And, hell, he's very popular and he loves talking to the media.
Boy, I tell you what, John, I might have to rip you away from that segment. I mean, you might end up talking to David for 3 hours.
There's so many things that I can jump into. It's
He's joining
not-
at 12. You might be talking to him until I start my show. In
That's
the afternoon
why
with
we're
Brett
starting-
at 3. I mean, good Lord.
That's why we're starting a little bit early today. We're going to take the little break. But him being in New York, again, this guy's coming off an Achilles, which is a huge deal. He's already 40 years old. He's coming off an Achilles. My question is you're bringing in 3 new offensive linemen. They got Tyron Smith, John Simpson, and Morgan Moss. 3 new dudes. You got your center and your guard back. 2 tackles and a left guard. You're adding Tyron Smith is a dude. All 2010s teams. Like, he's one of the best offensive linemen in the world, but he's injured and he's 33 years old. He's been in this. This will be his 14th season. And how are they going to gel? I mean, this is a guy who ruptured his Achilles on the 4th play last year, Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets, did you see all the primetime games they got, standalone games this year? We'll just talk about all kinds of things when it comes to football. Now, last night in the National Basketball Association, we saw some good play, some bad play, some things that we expected. I will say this is a series that feels like there's not much defense in it. The East they just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And Jaylen Brown, who was the hero from game 1. I mean, the defensive plays that he made down the stretch in clutch time. The defensive play in overtime to rip the ball out of